In the next episode of Kenan, everything changes. As Kenan faces the biggest collapse of his life, the world he once controlled begins to crumble piece by piece. His marriage, his power, and even his closest relationships slip away, leaving him standing at the edge of a breaking point. But this fall is only the beginning. Before we begin, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming analyses. Today, we're diving deep into the newest developments of Kenan, a series that continues to surprise viewers with every episode. Many fans have recently been wondering whether the show is slowly approaching its final chapter, especially with Kenan's increasing losses and emotional breakdowns. But as I'll explain, what may look like the end might actually be the beginning of a much bigger story arc. We start with one of the most dramatic turns in Kenan's life, the emotional scene where he stands in court, fully determined to end his marriage. Though he appears calm on the outside, this moment marks the beginning of one of the most significant downfalls he has ever experienced. His assets have been seized, his relationships shattered, and the entire world he once controlled is slipping away from him. But here's the twist: this isn't a sign that the show is preparing for a final episode. In fact, it's the exact opposite. These intense breakdown moments often serve as a reset point in long-running series. The writers use them to reshape characters, open new storylines, and reignite the emotional core of the narrative. Kenan's collapse is not the end, it's the spark that will send the series surging into a whole new phase. Because as Kenan falls, the show rises. In the upcoming episodes, we're going to see the consequences of his losses unfold one by one. Kenan will appear powerless, cornered, and stripped of everything he once owned. But as we know from his character, he is not someone who surrenders easily. Behind the scenes, all the connections, secrets, and hidden alliances he built over the years are slowly waking back up. These elements, which the viewers have almost forgotten, will return to the surface and become part of Kenan's strategy for rebuilding everything he has lost. He will experience shock, grief, and tremendous emotional weight. But after a short period of complete despair, he will begin to pull himself together. Kenan's path will shift from destruction to resurrection. His losses won't break him, they will fuel him. Expect him to make bold, risky moves, the kind that will shake the balance of power around him. His enemies will think they have finally won, but Kenan will begin orchestrating a comeback that no one sees coming. At the same time, Handan's journey takes a completely different direction. She has already given Kenan one more chance in the past, believing that their relationship deserved a new beginning. But this time, she's done for good. She will no longer ignore the things that have hurt her for so long. Instead, she finds her own strength again, strength she had forgotten she possessed. And with this clarity, she decides to walk away permanently. Handan's decision becomes one of the biggest emotional turning points in the series. Kenan, who is used to being forgiven, will be forced to face the consequences of everything he has done. For the first time, he will truly understand what it means to lose Handan. Her absence will echo through every part of his life, pushing him into deeper conflict both internally and externally. Then there's Fadi. Kenan's complicated relationship with Fadi will become even more tangled. After choosing Handan and then changing his mind, Kenan left Fadi devastated. But soon, when Handan finally leaves him, Kenan will try to return to Fadi out of desperation, not genuine love. His motivation won't be emotional sincerity, it will be fear of loneliness and the pain of losing everything at once. Fadi, however, will see right through him. She will not welcome him back the same way she once did. Instead, she will reject him, pushing Kenan into a deeper emotional crisis and forcing him to confront parts of himself he never wanted to face. This internal struggle will mark a major transformation in Kenan's character. He will realize he cannot win back both sides, Handan and Fadi. He will have to choose a direction, and that choice will shape the dramatic conflict of the future episodes. Fire new episode predictions. Now let's talk about what we can expect in the upcoming episodes, predictions based on the current direction of the story and clues hidden in recent scenes. A new antagonist will emerge. With Kenan weakened, someone from his past or someone entirely new will step forward to claim power. This character may appear friendly at first but will gradually reveal darker motives. Handan will begin a new professional chapter. She may start a business, get involved in a new social circle, or meet